Safety is paramount when welding in the garage, especially at your house. Make sure your gas cans for your lawnmower is at least 6 foot away from where you're welding. I looked right at it. Oh, it burns. Welcome back to the garage, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We are back at it on Project Ethel today. We've got SVT Kevin with us, and we're going to be taking care of a lubrication drain pan dilemma. Tubular trouble. Yeah, we got some things going on with an oil pan. Check this out. We have the oil pans. This is the Corvette oil pan here. All right. This is the Vega oil pan. If you'll notice, the dipsticks are not on the right side. So we're actually going to try to duplicate what they did to this original swap with this tube over on the Corvette pan. Now you can see I still got the drain back tubes and everything. We're not doing twin turbos, at least not right now. So we're only worried about getting clearance for this axle. Now you guys probably haven't seen this yet because I just did this just yesterday actually. But I bolted the axle on the Corvette engine. This is the old bottom end. Kind of neat how it does. It goes on the motor mount plate here and then it just runs through the oil pan. But it's neat, but if you ever break an axle, you're probably losing some oil. All right, so we're kind of test fitting things together. It's not really an exact science to getting this in there. We're debating on what to do now. Looks like we could maybe hammer the mess out of it, but I don't know. What do you think, Kevin? Any ideas?
No, I'm a loss right now. Want a hammer? We're almost there. Maybe just hook a drill up to this and let it wear itself in.
Now you're cooking.
Put some sandpaper on it.
Bro, if we covered that with emery cloth and just spun it shit out of it, it'd eventually burn in. I don't really have a plan here.
So let's just scrap it, cut that out, and set this in, and tack this in.
That's your solution?
Mm-hmm.
And then cut the face of it out?
You got a hole saw?
It's galvanized.
No.
We don't really want to well galvanize.
No, we can't.
All right, so we've been deliberating on what to do here. So far, we've determined we need a hole there. So that in the middle of that, we need to make a hole. Problem being, there's some stuff in here. So we're gonna have to figure out how to get a hole through there and not completely butcher this pan. I mean, they did it, right? Surely we can figure this out. Is that the middle of the hole?
That's pretty middle.
Pretty middle.
I mean, look at the holes.
What do you mean? It's perfect. It's a perfect circle, just like the band.
God, life's like a circle.
You need like a pilot hole?
Yeah, I'm drilling right now.
Oh.
Maybe.
Oh shit, that's kind of permanent now. How does that happen? That's not supposed to come out.
Yeah, why is that doing that?
I don't know. So we got the hole drilled in the first side. It might work. I don't know. We're going to figure this out. But now we're going to drill the hole on the other side and see if we can figure out how to connect the two holes. We've got an array of different pipes and stuff left over from different projects. We may try to scab in the middle. I don't know. We really don't have a plan at this point. We're just going to cut this oil pan up and see what happens. What happened?
It didn't even go through.
Alright, so we've got the hole cut on both sides of the pan. For what it's worth, now we're going to get out the precision tools and make a very precise cut across the front of the pan.
That look good?
That's pretty straight. Alright, so there's a little bit of trial and error involved, but this is what we've come up with. We've got a piece of an old exhaust pipe stuck in here, and it looks like it clears okay. So what we got to do now is figure out how to seal the oil pan up around this. I'm gonna leave it to SVT Kevin. He's just gonna take it from here. So we've got it all cleaned and prepped. Our plan is Kevin is gonna weld in this pipe where it's at, and then he's gonna come back and he's gonna cut the excess off both sides, and then we've got a plan to kind of build a little bit more of a sump on the front of this thing. So how you feeling? Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. You want to put a helmet over that?
Then you won't be able to see it. It'll just be dark.
Until it starts welding, you'll be see the perfect welds.
You think it would look cool behind a helmet? Let's see. Can we get this in here? That's rather uneventful.
Yeah, it burned through a little bit.
Is it working? I see the problem. It's got a hole in it. This block of wood work? So thanks to some help from SVT Kevin, we've made some stellar progress with this thing. This is kind of what we want it to look like. All right guys, so it's the next day. Kevin's not here right now, but we did make a boatload of progress when he was here. This thing's kind of spot welded in place. We've got the general idea of what we're gonna do. What I'm gonna do now is take this all back apart. I'm gonna take it outside, probably take my little pocket blaster and sandblast all these welding joints I gotta make here, and then we're gonna figure out how to make this, well, not watertight, but oil tight so it doesn't leak everywhere. All right, so we got it cleaned up. It looks pretty good, if I must say so myself. I mean, it's obviously not gonna hold oil yet, but I think it's ready to weld. So this is sandblasted, this is bare metal. You really can't get much cleaner than that. All right, so I know it's not perfect, but I'm feeling pretty good about it so far. What do you guys think? So I'm gonna go ahead and let this cool off for a bit. I'm probably gonna hit the top of this with like a wire wheel or a grinder or something just to dress it up a bit. And then we'll put some, well, if we don't find any more holes, we're gonna put some fluid to it and see what happens. All right, so I've water tested this pan and I've hit it a few more times in a couple of places, but I think this is it. This actually holds water, and it doesn't look the best, but it's gonna work. This is our best bet for right now. If it doesn't work, we'll pull it down and change it out later, but I just feel like we're overlooking something. It just needs one more thing. Let me see if I can fix this. That's the ticket. A little Rust-Oleum even makes my welds look good. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick it on the car and make sure it still fits. All right, so we've made some progress. The oil pan does fit the car. There's a couple issues I discovered a little late though. This axle that I planned on sticking in after I stuffed the pan in doesn't fit. It actually is not enough room between here and there to actually get the axle in. So when I do my final build, I gotta have the axles installed ready to run. But you can see here, that differential sits super close to the oil pan on this side, and then there's a flange over there for the other axle to go to that hub. It's all here. It's actually coming together quite well. Every little step's a learning experience for me on this car. So I'm super stoked we got the oil pan out of the way. The next move for us is get this engine out. We're gonna go ahead and build it, get it broke in, and get it ready for the final install. But guys, that's gonna do it for this video. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.